LeBron out here being messy. He out here being messy. He here to cause some problems. What's up? What's happening, Big KBZ? We here to talk real quick. So LeBron basically is praising Jay-Z's Roots Picnic set amid Drake diss. So of course Jay-Z was performing at the Roots Picnic this weekend. I'm recording this on Monday, June 1st. So yes, this weekend. So basically he was doing his thing, and of course he had a little interesting freestyle. Now we're probably gonna have another video where we cover the freestyle. That's in a whole nother video. That's gonna be clips and all that type of shit. To be fair, he dissed a lot of niggas, bro. He dissed a lot of niggas. But basically, he has some choice words for Drake, saying the jig is up. You're looking at the wrong chart. You know, there's a couple more notches. There's a couple more notches before you could say my name and you could see me. You mad at the white folks who put you in the 360. A legend bro got into 360 or they got him into a fucked up deal. Don't come running at me or whatever have you. It's just crazy this Drake and Jay-Z debate has come back in big old 2026. I don't know if it's necessarily beef, but clearly they're not on the best of terms. I don't know if they view each other as competition or whatever have you. By the way, Jay-Z, I appreciate you rocking the fro, the Malcolm X fro. I appreciate it more than the locks, the freeform locks. I was a fuck with it. I don't know what type of impression he was trying to do. If he was trying to be the Black Albert Einstein, it wasn't working. The fro is much more appreciated in my opinion. But again, Jay-Z addressed a lot of people. Addressed Kanye, addressed Nicki Minaj. He addressed a lot of folks. Dame Dash, just to name a few. So there was a lot of people getting spoken about and addressed. And I even believe that Dame Dash responded, which we'll have another video talking about that as well. But of course, the Drake one stands out. Because of course, LeBron and Drake ain't cool. We've heard the LeBron shots on Iceman. Even before that, we're Fighting Irish, which I still want a CDQ version of that. I still do. I still fucking do. But anyways, we all know whatever tiff they got, whatever issues they got, I don't know if it could be reconciled easily. As Drake said, don't ask me about 23 and me. I'm a real nigga and he's not, and all this and that. Also, apparently, there's some speculation or some information, which I gotta do a whole separate video about that. LeBron's out here stepping out on Miss Savannah James. And allegedly, when academics were saying him and Drake was doing two-mans in Toronto, potentially they was doing some two-mans. And one of them women's allegedly could have been Chromaz. I don't know if she was giving him a chromesate. I don't know what was going on over there. But again, craziness. But let's see how LeBron praises it. Of course, we know LeBron is a hip-hop historian. He loves praising hip-hop. He works out to hip-hop. He really has love for the culture. Shit, he executive produced a 2 Chainz project. But even with that being said, with all this Drake stuff going on, the timing ain't the best. And of course, we know that's Jay. That's a whole phenomenal rapper. But again, when this nigga has a freestyle addressing Drake after he dropped Iceman, talking about the jig is up, and him firing back about some of the shit that, what's it called, Drake was saying. Of course, the interview beforehand, talking about the whole Kendrick and Drake battle, like, I'm old, who's these niggas to me, and this, that, and third. Also, him saying that, nigga, all y'all niggas look up to me. I ain't never had to look up to another nigga. I never been the pinnacle of nothing. Y'all niggas made me the pinnacle. Like, there was just a lot of big boss, little broing going on. So, again, let's see how LeBron feels, so.
Again, my next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up to Hove. I never looked up to them. The crackers got your publishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. You niggas is workers. In perpetuity is how your contract is worded. Don't make me go first, man.
LeBron and Jay-Z both got dissed on Drake's new album Iceman, which Hove responded to via the Roots Picnic freestyle last night. So, Jay-Z, The Roots just gave fans an explosive headlining set at the Roots Picnic on May 30th in Philadelphia. It resulted in a lot of praise and admiration on social media from folks like LeBron James, who took his favorite moments from the night, but also caught a lot of flack from many critics and naysayers, including Drake fans who caught Hove's response to Iceman disses and are now clowning Bron for stepping in. You know what? As much as we hate Drake, bro, you gotta give it to the nigga. The fact that, hey, and you can say what you want, Jay-Z is him and all that. The fact Jay-Z took the time out of his day, like, nah, I'm gonna talk about this nigga. Like, clearly, Hey, if the boy says something about you, you gonna respond. You gotta give it to him. Like him or hate him, bro. If we just talk about hits and career, like the nigga's done it now, yes. Maybe the nigga could have been on some steroids, botting allegations, and this, that, and the third. Not actual steroids like he's playing in the league, but you know what I mean. He could have had a little bit of help with the label pushing and pay all that type of like, speculation, mumbo jumbo type of shit we do over here. Well, not everything, but with the botting allegations and this, that, and the third. With the whole Kendrick Universal lawsuit, but also stating the ways that they helped Kendrick's not like us, go upper echelon. They could say like, oh, they potentially could have. I was even sitting here like, Drake, they probably did that shit for you in the past. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, NBA legend posted various clips from the night on his IG stories, such as the special guest performers like Freeway and Beanie Siegel, and of course Jay-Z's Roots Picnic freestyle dissing Drake. However, the specific clip that the Los Angeles Laker shared does not include the bars most folks are interpreting as Drake shots. Those are Drake shots, by the way, if you didn't know those are. But still, the sentiment stands for most internet users who've came across Bron's praise. We'll see if any of these stars has anything else to say, whether or not, or subliminally about these dynamics. And Drake and Hove is like some of the kings of subliminals. They gonna talk about each other. They is gonna talk about each other now. For those unaware, first of all, they beef go back before this Iceman album, but because this is the latest thing. Anyways, Drake does Jay-Z in various ways on Iceman, his chart-topping new album. We know how you OGs rocking already. My N-word, the jig is up. He rapped on Janice SDFU. This could refer to the Epstein allegations surrounding Hove or previous conflicts with Drake back in the day. He also spoke on picking $500K over a dinner with Jay-Z, which respectfully, as much as I fuck with Jay-Z, I will take the $500K as well. I ain't gonna lie to you. Many more shots are on the track list. Hove responded to the boy by flipping the jig is up bar. The jig is up. My next schedule, the jig is up. N-word, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up to Hove. I never looked up to them. He rapped at the Roots Picnic. As for Drake and LeBron's beef, hey, listen, nigga, I would bore you if I sit down and go back to this. They used to be very close until LeBron showed love to Kendrick Lamar amid the 2024 battle. Since then, the basketball superstar has gotten various shots his way, especially on Iceman, but he's also been a Jay-Z fan, so maybe the social media activity would have happened either way. It would have happened regardless. Now the diss, because Jay-Z did that freestyle, it does look away. It does look away. We all know Bron heard Iceman. Let's keep it a book. We all know that. So again, we'll see. And this is my one thing. Yes, you could say Drake is doing a little too much, or maybe he's a little bit sensitive, but at the same time, like, some of these niggas, if I thought niggas was really my friends, bro, this is a way. Like, as much as I'm still sitting here like DeMar DeRozan, that nigga is an honorary citizen of Toronto or Canada, whatever the fuck. I get it. I can see Drake's perspective like, yo, that was some, if you was my mans, you wouldn't have appeared in that Not Like Us video. You would have just, hey, yo, appreciate the shout out, cool, but I'm going to just stay over here. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, with that being said, you already know what it is. It's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. The Black TJ Detweiler doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe, and hype you. Trying to hit a little bit more. You heard me? And I'm gone. Slime Zoom. Peace, y'all else gang. Aye.